Felt great being back, just being able to be out there with everybody.
Good as new now.
Yeah, something like that. Me and you run a speed option.
Yeah.
Like I catch it, you run with me.
Picking out what you're putting down. I like this.
I think I might go straight to the head man with this idea. I've never seen like a freshman come in and be that loved by everybody.
Without a doubt, the most loved on the team.
I don't know if you fit into like the realm of an athlete, being called an athlete.
I run.
When do you run?
To the locker room once practice is over.
Welcome to Mullets on the Mic, powered by AgAmerica Media. I'm Tate Ratledge with co-host Brett Thorson. Today we'll talk about my return to the field and our win against the Florida Gators. My Bulldog blind draft for Brett is about green characters. We'll answer your Mullet Mailbag questions, and we'll talk about the upcoming game against number 16 Ole Miss. New Mullets on the Mic episodes drop weekly on YouTube and wherever you get your audio podcasts. Let's jump into it.
Well, speaking of Florida, we saw Micah go down a little early in the game, come back out. A soldier.
Tough guys on our offensive line, that's for sure.
Yeah, you guys are pretty banged up. You're battlers, I'll tell you that much.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, proud of the guys pushing through everything. But
it was good. They another good game, obviously. I feel like that game is just always kind of seesawing in momentum and stuff.
We didn't flinch ever, so that was good to watch. No matter what happened, it was people were there for each other, stuff like that.
That was a good sign, definitely, to have that in such a tight game as well, where I feel like so much happened.
There's a lot of turn of events in that game. There's so much stuff happened.
Momentum going.
I hope Lagway's okay. I hate seeing people get hurt. After being through it, I hate seeing people get hurt.
Yeah, it's not, especially when you know. Football is such a physical sport.
The importance to a player.
Yeah.
I hate to see that.
And it's such a physical sport.
And what's crazy is his was non-contact.
Yeah,
he slipped, I think, and I want to say it was his hamstring.
Yeah, I heard it was hamstring. But especially a young kid, obviously a very bright future.
Very good player.
He's going to end up really good for them, I'm sure. We'll get him have to see him again for a few more years. I don't have
to see humans of that size for a while on the defensive line. They were large.
They're big. They're massive.
Number 21 is the biggest human I've ever seen in my life. And then 99 was big too. I don't think he played that much, but
they look big out there.
How'd you punt?
Me? Did my job, I guess I would say.
Not punter of the week this week?
No. We situational punting, I guess.
Speaking of punting, Malachi back there at returner.
Yeah, that's first game ever returning punt.
He did a pretty good job. I feel like half the battle's just catching it.
Yeah, especially in that context when it's your first game and in that stadium.
Especially with somebody with that kind of leg and it's windy. Half the battle in that one's just catching it.
That stadium sucks for
it's so windy,
tracking the ball because you can never – a coach come up in the warm-up. He said, which way is it going? I said, I could tell you a way, and 10 seconds later, it could be going the complete opposite direction. So I can't tell you which way it's going. We kind of just have to wait.
Grass, throw it in the air.
I did that on my first punt. So we get out there for the pooch, and trying to get them to jump offside, we backed it up 5 yards. And I get out there, I'm like, I'm going to have to kick this now. And I drop the grass, and the grass just goes straight.
There was a picture of Coach Smart doing that before the game. Somebody got a picture of him been down picking up grass and throwing it in the air.
Oh, that's definitely not the best sign if you pick up grass and it flies straight into you. And I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to have to give this everything to get it close. And I hit it well, and unfortunately didn't quite go as far but I know I hit it well. Mm-hmm. So I kind of come off, and it's a weird feeling where you know you did everything you could and you can't control the rest, because if I hit that and I shoot it out lower, harder, and the wind drops down for a second, it's a touchback, and the ball comes back to the 20, and then
if it's wind so blowing and you pooch it, then it's 10 yards short.
Exactly. So it dropped around the 13, and I think it's just okay. I can't control stuff.
I remember in high school I punted one, and wind was blowing hard, so I was trying to keep it low.
Yeah.
And I shot one right over my long snapper's head. And it ended up it was like a golf ball flight.
Yeah.
Ended up progressively getting higher. It was a good punt. But I took my long snapper's head off.
That's the thing. You hit it well, and then it's out of your control.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's up in wind like that goes anyway. I know for our third punt, I talked to coach. He's like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "Do you want to do this?" And I said, "Yeah, I like it."
And then you go out there and the wind.
We get out there in the wind. I thought we had the wind. We were going the way that the wind had been majority leaning towards. I'm like, let's go. If I finally got the wind, I can let one fly and get out there. It's just going directly right. And we punted it left. And I look over him and I'm like, oh. I mean, obviously you couldn't see me. But I was like, can we change it? I'm like, we got to check this. But no, thankfully something, I guess, that's what I've worked on in the past is getting a call, and regardless if it's tough,
rolling with it,
hard, looking at the call and being like, okay, this is a challenge, watch this, rather than getting a call and saying, oh, shit, no way I could do this. I look at the call now and say, all right, it's a challenge, like, I got to do this, like, enjoy the challenge, and that was the way. So, yeah, it's funny like that in a stadium that just really has no giveaway. The flags will be going one way, you'll drop grass and it'll go this way, but no. So yeah, it was good, but obviously Crawshaw had a good day as well, and Malachi was exceptional to catch everything. But yeah, so good to get another win in a tough game. Did you jump up with the fans?
I did not.
You couldn't get up that high. I saw you jump up. I've seen the video of you getting up the year before.
That was rough.
Do you want to recreate that one?
About it. No.
Can we please find that?
With the ankle and everything, it probably wasn't the best decision to go up there.
Okay, business decision.
Yeah, business decision for sure.
Damn good dog.
Damn good dog. Mine's pretty easy this week.
Is it what you've been occupied with on the phone all afternoon?
No, that could be mine next week. But
could.
It could either go either way. It could be
trenches,
or it could be damn good dog. Either it just depends.
Yeah.
But my damn good dog's getting to play again against Florida this past weekend. That was definitely the highlight of my week.
Yeah. Well, for dog fans, obviously you're hard to miss out there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Happy to suit back up with the fellas.
You got me fat. Is that why I'm hard to miss?
No. Large size.
It's what's crazy. Like back home, I was always bigger than everybody else, and you come here and I'm the same size as like half the people in the building. And
you can't forget,
Yeah, like I don't realize how big I am until like I see a picture of myself like out in like next to like not normal, like normal people, size people. But I kind of forget how big I am because I'm literally around large human beings all week or every day.
Well, that's the thing. It's literally not 24/7, but 7 days a week, you're around people of similar size. So you kind of forget, and then you go out if you walked into any...
You remember Coach T?
Yeah.
He was always telling me, he was like, I like feel tiny in this building. And he's like, I go out in public and he's like, I'm really not. He's like, I go shopping and it's like, I'm not that small. Like I'm actually like above average. Like other people look at me and be like, that's a pretty big guy. And then I walk into this building and I'm tiny.
Well, I'd say I'm 6'2" in the morning, and I don't necessarily feel big at all. But if I go back to Australia, and weight as well, I feel like not many people in Australia are over 100 kilos, which is 225, 220 pounds. So
really? Then I'm sitting
I go
like
back there,
315.
and everyone just thinks I've been in an American weight room. I was like, well, in America, I'm fat, according to some people. So
well, in our building, I mean, technically, like look at the guys in our building; they're shredded.
Yeah. Same weight, very different body fat percentage. Different roles.
What is your body fat percentage?
I don't know. I ask them every time and they're like...
Don't worry about it.
And then I say, okay, I don't need to do the body scan then. And they're like, yes, you do. So, not that it's going to, like, it could come back different. I don't think. Somehow, this was funny. When I went back to Australia, I punted and golfed and caught up with mates and... worked a little on the farm. I come back and I'd actually gone down in body fat.
Really?
Being away.
Well, it's because the specialist workouts don't do anything.
We do in the off season. We do everything. Everything. Footballer.
A footballer?
Yeah.
Is that what you just called yourself? I think it's just called you play football.
Athlete. What? Do you want to settle on athlete?
I don't know if you fit into like the realm of an athlete, being called an athlete.
Highly skilled professional sports player. How about that one?
Professional? Collegiate athlete.
That's bullshit.
you can't be considered a pro athlete or your eligibility gone.
With the amount of hours we're in that building,
Yeah.
I think we need a reworking on that name. It should be hours-based.
Full-time football player.
Yeah, because the amount of hours we're in there almost makes voluntary hours hard.
And you're really not
You don't
there
really
that
have
often.
much room for voluntary hours.
Like, what time do you get the facility to?
Me, I have classes, so I don't get up there till about 1:30.
So, yeah, I got there at, like, 9.
Yeah.
And didn't leave until we both just left.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's not very what do they call it? Part-time or just student athlete? Is that the name?
student athlete. So
Okay.
But
Well, yeah, back on you playing. Obviously, everyone got to see. You running around out there. How'd it feel being back?
felt great being back, just being able to be out there with everybody. But
Yeah.
ankle had its moments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously, first game back. It's not going to be
yeah, it's not gonna be perfect, but
tip-top.
got
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah, you jump in the cold tub after. Get
Yeah,
some ice on it.
Slept in a Game Ready. For those of you who don't know what a Game Ready is, it's this like machine that has a sleeve for your ankle or whatever body part, and it's like compression and ice just flowing through it. So I slept in that and had knocked that swelling out. My ankle looked like a softball.
Be nice and puffy after the flight as well. The flight would have got some good inflammation down there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the flight doesn't help that at all.
No, I remember a couple of weeks ago, the Texas flight, like I kicked my slides off and I tried putting them on after and they didn't fit. I couldn't get them on. I was like, what?
I like traveling, but I also hate it at the same time.
Yeah. I like the whole concept of going to an away game and being in a away
I
environment.
love away games. I just hate having to get there.
Yeah. Well, the night games as well, it's always funny. I think something I've started doing recently is we have our walk in the morning, but later in the day I'll go out and try and walk somewhere. I just don't want to be around. So I think from now on I'll try and find a good coffee shop or something and get on a little walk and within reason.
Yeah. I don't like night games. Away night games, like they're fun, but after they suck because you don't get back until what time do we get back from Texas? Like 3 o'clock. 5.
It had to be
4?
later, 4:30, 5:30.
4:30 or somewhere around
Because,
there.
yeah, we lost the hour
That was
as well.
miserable. Like I remember, like about to have to drive home. I was like, I might just sleep in my truck. Like I don't know if I should be driving home right now. I was like delusional.
I know it's late when I call my family back home and they're still, like, it's dark outside. So, yeah, it had to be 6 in the morning. 5:30 or 6, I called my family.
I didn't fall
when
asleep.
I got
I didn't
inside.
fall asleep till 6, and then I slept until like 2.
Nah, and then it's waits the next day. Lucky us.
But
yeah,
what
that was
about
good.
you?
Me, damn good dog for the week.
Damn good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I did stutter there. I was thinking and then saying, got to play against Jeremy Crawshaw for the last time.
Was he their punter?
The Florida
punter?
punter.
He has a boot.
Yeah, good
He
leg.
has a
good
leg.
He very high prospect this year in the draft, so I have a good feeling we'll be seeing him on Sunday.
He was a captain, wasn't he?
I don't know, was he?
I think he was because I heard it. He was like, I don't know what he said, but it was his accent. I was like, holy shit, we have a Thorson. That's what I said like to him. I said, y'all have a Thorson.
Yeah, he probably he would have laughed. We talked a lot during the week. Obviously, we get along really well. So that was our third game, and it was funny to think like it's been 3 years. Had 3 years of matchups, but
Are y'all in the same class or is he older?
no, he's older. He's been here 5 years. Years. Oh fuck! I need to learn how to speak. Years, and he had a redshirt year and has started for 4 years.
Okay.
But yeah, he's got a big leg. He'll be playing on Sundays for
He's
a while.
about to get his green card?
I think his girlfriend is from England or Canada or something. So
No. So he's about to get his
he
workers.
needs
He's
to-
about to
yeah,
get his workers
he's-
visa.
work visa is about to change over. So he'll be, declaring at the end of the year and won't have him down there for that matchup anymore. But I'll say that was my damn good dog. It's always good having an
We were
Aussie.
sitting there because when he was punting, we were getting the ball back. I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh shit, this guy's putting it up there.
Yeah, he's big as well. He probably he's about 6'4".
Yeah.
So when he was out with the captains,
Yeah, a lot skinnier than you.
yeah, well, if I was 6'4", I'd probably be that skinny also. Because you just stretch out.
2 more inches doesn't make you that much skinnier.
Dude, 2 inches is a lot. That's like 100%.
All right. Next, I guess we'll go ahead and go into the trenches.
Trenches.
I kind of already talked about mine.
The recovery.
It was after the game.
Okay.
The feeling after the game. It was nice and sore, nice and puffy. Never fun.
Nice and puffy.
Hey, I remember I got home and looked down at my ankle. I was like, good God. Then, obviously, I had to take care of that. It took me about 2 days to knock out the swelling.
Good as new now, hey?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I'd say that's probably the thing where you get amped up for the game, you get in the moment, and you kind of like push the barrier of what you've been at. And then all of a sudden, you like cool down, and it settles in, and you're like, oh, shit.
Remember, I got off the bus to walk to the plane. I was like, oh, shit. this thing is stiff.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's week by week. It was good to have you out there.
Yeah.
I was going to say, in the trenches, I'll happily say mine. It's American politics. What is that about? Why is it on TV so much?
Well, I mean, right now it's on TV so much because the election's literally today. So we're like deciding who our new president's going to be. But that's why it is right now.
I feel like
at least you don't have to deal with all the. You don't have to get all the text, do you?
No, you get text.
Oh my God, my phone has been blowing up with text.
What, just make sure to vote, or is it text trying to get you to join their side?
Like today, breaking news: Joe Rogan endorsed Donald Trump today. Let's see what else we have.
You got to stop dishing out your number to people on the sidewalk.
Georgia, it's your favorite president. Today is election day. Just blowing up my phone, getting stuff in the mail. Like it's crazy.
It is wild. In Australia, I never really seen any form of that, and that's why I'll be in the trenches, because I watch the football and I feel like I see more ads based on politics. And the other thing as well, politics isn't very private at all here. In Australia, I've never seen a sticker supporting your side or saying I voted. It seems more like sports teams than actual politics, because everyone just goes so hard for their side.
It's crazy.
Well, it's on the way. I also learned that it is a fun event. It got worded as lit and electrifying to sit down and watch the results.
It's definitely blown up in more recent years, especially like the way people show their support for whoever they're voting for. It's definitely blown up. Like, because I remember like when I was a kid, like it wasn't like this. Like there wasn't like just everywhere you look, but it's what it's come to. Like I have my opinions and I usually keep them to myself, but like I'm not a fan of like forcing your opinion on others. I think I've said that on here before. Like I don't care who you vote for, just don't force it on me. Like that's where I have a problem with it.
That is one thing I'm confused with.
Like I'm not going to walk up to somebody like you should vote for so and so because this and this when they don't want to hear it. Yeah, but that's just not me. But it is some people's thing.
That's like like a lot of things, I guess, these days, and people's views and beliefs. So I just stick to my non-intelligent ways. Is it blind draft time?
I think it is blind draft time.
Good.
Today's blind draft is characters that are green.
All right.
I was gonna do things that are green. Then I was like coming up with like grass and shit like that. So I just decided
number one, grass.
Number one, we're gonna start off with I think who's a pretty all-time favorite, the Hulk.
3. Wait, which Hulk? Avengers Hulk or the
Avengers Hulk?
Oh, 2.
All right. Next, we're gonna go Kermit the Frog.
It's kind of annoying, but I feel like there's a bad one in there, so 4.
4. All right. Next, we're going to go Mike Wazowski.
He's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Mike.
I used to get scared watching those, so I stayed away from him as a kid. It's a scam movie, fair enough to be scared. So, 3. I think 3. Good guy. I'm hopeful.
All right. Next, we have Shrek. You have your 1 and 5 open, and you just got handed Shrek. That's tough.
5. I'm gonna.
Oh, so your number 1 is Yoda.
Yes. See, I knew it. Yeah,
I'm personally a huge fan of Kermit the Frog because have you ever seen the videos of him that are like just like really fucked up, just like him just saying shit. They're hilarious.
No.
I don't even know how to
I was saying,
explain
is he
them.
the one that's always in the meme with the rainy window? And he's
Yeah.
always sitting in the...
Yeah. Yep, that's Kermit.
Yeah. There's a really funny one I'll tell you off air, but... You know the one I'm talking about?
Probably. I've probably seen it. I'm a meme guy.
Okay, yeah.
Like, if my camera roll got, like, put out there, people would be like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, I have the most fucked up memes ever.
I've taken a huge liking to dad jokes on Instagram Reels. And it's just bad. It's just nonsense. I could definitely find a few, but yeah, they're at the point where they're just ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
But now I need to go find them because they are hilarious. You will laugh.
All right, Mullet Mailbag. And remember to send us your questions from @MyGottaPodcast via the YouTube comment section for both of us. What's the backstory behind Dwight Phillips' nickname Peanut? I think when he came in, he was just smaller than everybody, so it just kind of naturally developed. But I love Dwight. Like, him scoring on Saturday was, like, the highlight of the year. Like, I love that.
I think we should let him explain the Peanut nickname. It come from a coach, I believe, and it caught on pretty quick. Mm-hmm. But I think we need to get him on here. He is, without a doubt,
he's a personality.
The most loved person on the team.
When I remember when we went to install walk or whatever we were doing, and they pulled Dwight in for that play, everybody went nuts. Like, everybody loves that kid.
Everyone. I will say, he, without a doubt, the most loved on the team. And
everybody loves that kid. I think Coach Smart even said it out of the team after media after the game. He was like, I've never seen like a freshman come in and be that loved by everybody.
Yeah. No, he's
always
caught on
happy.
Well, always in a good mood, always like a good person. And I obviously didn't know the play, but I was kind of walking up the sideline, and he gets told to go in, and people just start freaking out. Like, because they knew what was about to happen. Mm-hmm. They knew the play.
Like, I remember we were in the huddle, and everybody was like, and Carson was like, yeah, like, calm down. Like,
calm down. Yeah, calm down, guys. We still got to run it in.
But him scoring, and then just everybody on the sideline just mauling him when he came over there.
Did you see when he was, like, lifted up and he hit, like, I wish there was a video of that. That was hilarious.
When he's over there, everybody's celebrating with him. They're like, kick off, Dwight,
kick off.
He was like, I talked to him on Sunday. He's like, I've never been so tired in my life.
Yeah, he would have been gassed. He's hilarious, though. I remember a pregame, obviously. Do you remember the one where he was just standing there to the side, the pregame?
Oh, yeah.
In the locker room. And somehow everyone, that was the most hype I've ever seen. He didn't say a word. He was just standing there.
Everybody loves Peanut.
Yeah, good old Peanut. Good kid. He's like about two doors away.
I saw people online calling him Lil Bill.
Lil Bill, that one has been thrown around a little bit. I don't know who that is. Is that?
I'll show you a picture.
That's not even identifiable as anybody.
Yeah, everybody loves Peanut.
Oh, well. We can then go on to Kevin Boyd via the Instagram DMs, who has asked, Tate, when you get drafted by the NFL, if you could have a choice, what team would you most like to play for?
Gosh. There's like I guess if I'm going like off location.
Yeah, we were based off location.
Like Dallas. Be, like, I love Dallas. Like, I love the city of Dallas. Nashville. Like, that would be awesome.
Okay. I'll give you a 5. We'll cap it at 5.
5? Philly. Because a lot of the boys are up there.
The fellas.
Yeah, a lot of the fellas are up there. Making plays, too. Did you see Rosemead's with them now?
No.
Yeah, he signed to their practice squad. I saw him.
That's awesome.
On the game, like, I remember I was sitting there watching the game, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, they showed Coach Sirianni on the sideline.
Yeah.
And Rose was standing behind my posse. I was like, oh, shit, is that Rosemead? But, yeah,
awesome.
It was him.
If anyone deserves a chance, he earned it every day. He was awesome. He has some of the best hands I've seen. I don't really see him.
Oh, yeah, strong
hands. Like the toughest hands I've seen. But no, awesome guy. Yeah. Any others? Those are your 3.
Those would be my top 3. Like, if I could pick, like, I'd probably be like, oh, I want to go live in Dallas.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be sick.
But that's based off the city as well. It'd be once you meet people in the organization, obviously that'll play a role. But I'm sure you'll have visits, you'll have people to meet. And that'll be the thing. I don't want to compliment you too much, but you're a good enough personality that wherever you end up, I'm sure the community
Don't want to compliment me too much.
will enjoy your presence
Yeah,
and
I hope so.
make it feel at home. But
That's the goal. I mean,
yeah, how would you go in like a big city?
I don't know. I've never lived in one.
Yeah,
So that'd be kind of new to me.
So yeah, pretty much anywhere you go will be the biggest city you've
it'll
lived
be the
in.
biggest city I've lived in.
Yeah, that's I like.
Never been a big city kind of person, but that going in this career path doesn't really give you a choice.
What's the smallest NFL city? Is
I
there
don't know. The smallest city is Green Bay.
Wisconsin?
Yep. Let's see what Green Bay's capacity is.
What city is Arizona in? Wait,
What city is Arizona in?
Is Arizona a
Arizona's
city?
a state.
that's what I mean. Yeah, like what city is the Arizona Cardinals in?
I think it's Phoenix.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. You guys have so many city names. What's up with? Is it Indiana and Indianapolis? That's confusing.
Indianapolis, Indiana, yeah.
Please fix that, America.
I don't think they're going to fix it. I think that's pretty set in stone. But
Yeah, I'll talk to my people.
Brant Peterson via the Instagram DM for both of us, it says, "What's your go-to pregame hype song?" See, I'm like kind of like a psychopath. I'd refuse to listen to music before games. I don't need music to get me going. If it, I need to stay like level-headed. That makes sense. But
Yeah.
if I am, I'm listening to Moneybag or Scar.
I'm the same. I don't want to get amped up because I don't want to like hype myself up. I'm also a punter. I'm not gonna get juiced up, hit my head against the wall, and go out and try and run someone over.
I remember
But
Chaz walks up to me after a game. He's like, "You want to know what I was listening to pregame?" And it was Spanish music.
why is that?
I don't know. I was like, "Chaz, what is wrong with you?"
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. I'd listen to kind of chill indie music. If I had to pick one, maybe
I listen to music
Fergie.
on the bus on the way to the game, but when I get in the locker room, I take my headphones off. I don't listen to music.
Big Girls Don't Cry.
I listen to a few people
Do you
give us
listen to that
concerts, though. Yeah,
That's a good one.
every now and then.
I think Olivia
I listen to
Rodrigo
some
is really
Beethoven.
good.
Just straight piano.
Yeah. I watch movies. I watch kids' movies.
Yeah, I remember you saying that last
yeah.
time.
I've said that
funny.
numerous
That's
times.
hilarious.
So yeah, I've stopped this year. I actually don't really switch on too much, but could play some techno music if I was ready to go out or if I was trying to get hyped up. I would try some techno music from back home.
Yeah.
It works.
So when you played, has that always been the case? Because that always hasn't been the case for me. Like in high school, it was like we had a big speaker in the locker room, and like before the game, like pregame, we were like blasting music in it. And then when I got to college, I don't know, like something just like changed. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't played American football, so everything I'd learnt was from when I first moved over here. Before that in AFL, we were the same, big speaker, and that helped though because everyone was listening to the same thing. It's not like, but nah, I'm not a big rev up guy. I think for me, it's when you run out on the field. Like I feel I could flick a switch and be ready to go. I also go out there and I warm up really slow because I'm not trying to waste energy. In AFL, it's a big field,
It's
a big
not like
oval.
you exert much energy during a game
No.
or in your daily life.
Yeah.
You don't really do much.
I
You
try.
just kind of kick balls around.
Try not to. I run.
When do you run?
To the locker room once practice is over.
During flex? Do y'all even do flex?
Nope.
I
I
hate y'all.
hate flex.
Y'all
I
suck.
hate flex.
Y'all suck.
Flex is number
I
one
hate
most hated
specialists.
thing.
Specialists suck.
That's the one thing I want to. We do it all off season, but once we get into the season, because we start warming up. Punt is usually around period 4 or 5.
You ever seen
So
a
we
dog
start
stretch
warming
where he
up.
chases a car?
Exactly. No, that's my argument. And we've been warming up for punt. So why
Well,
are we?
with your hamstrings or whatever, you probably should warm up.
No, we've already warmed up. That was
What time
my
do you start
argument.
warming up? Practice starts at 4. What time do you start warming up?
Depends on when punt period is. But today, for example, we go early to get our charting in. So as soon as special
What
teams
is
is
charting?
over, we have a script of punts. all different types, like the punts in the game plan.
Like pooch, like stuff like that. Like if you,
yes, yeah, there are pooches.
like where you're trying to land it, stuff like that.
No, just different spots. So like different spots on the field, and doing kind of a grouping of calls from each spot. So you might do like 3 to 4 from right hash, 3 to 4 from right middle, 3 to 4 from left middle, 3 to 4 from here. Then you might do a couple situations, and then you do a couple pooches as well. Just going through the calls and then being able to talk about it with coach. Kind of see what he likes, see what I like.
Every time KB sees me, he tells me I missed my calling. As a
You
punch
did.
shield.
I tried this year in the off season.
I told him I'd come back for another year and be a PSS, punch shield specialist.
Specialist.
That's all I
in the
do.
shield.
Just go out there and be a punch shield.
I'd have you out there. You know, we'd have a good time.
I think we could have a hell of a fake with me out there.
What would the fake be? What would
Snap it to me.
just give you the ball?
I'm getting the first.
Just give you the ball.
You just give me the ball.
Okay.
Or like me and you run a speed option.
Yeah.
Like I catch it, you run with me. I'm reading the end. Give him a little fake pitch dive or like run into him, toss it out to you. I think it'd work. I think it'd work beautifully.
Picking out what you're putting down. I like this. I can work with this.
If Coach KB is watching this, take notes.
I'll send it to him. Don't worry.
We'll have it.
Yeah, we'll have it in tomorrow. Don't worry. No, that'd be no.
Coach Charles gets pissed when our offensive linemen are in punt meeting.
He'd go in the other day. We were
like
in
we're
punt
watching
meeting.
film or something, and like he has a correction for like let's say it's like Monroe.
Yeah.
He's like, Monroe, like you need to like blah 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 blah. blah. He's like, and he just doesn't get a response. He's like, fucking punt.
They come in. We'd only been in the meeting room for a few days. I mean, a few minutes, and over comes the GA or whoever they sent over.
It was Pegler.
Pegler knocks on the door. I'm like, we've been in here 2 minutes. What do you? You know they're doing this. What?
Well, apparently 2 of them weren't supposed to be in there.
It's the place to be. Who doesn't want to be in the punt
I would love to
meetings?
be in a punch shield meeting.
Yeah, it's good.
My favorite thing is the pictures. Every Friday.
They're funny.
Yeah,
they're funny. They've taken pride in that.
I miss Bobo. They didn't have Bobo up there.
He's been a serial offender. He's been up weekly in the punch shield meeting. He just has. Mum's Facebook must be shocking.
I'm glad I'm not up there because my mom's Facebook is bad.
Really?
It's awful.
I'm gonna tell them to put you in for some sort of. I don't know.
Just tell them like Tate. What do we do on 4th down?
Yeah, Tate. What
Just tell them to say go for it.
Go for it. Snap me the ball.
You think I should pitch this idea? Will you go up there with me to pitch this idea to Coach?
Name me the time.
I think I might go straight to the headman with this idea.
Imagine the flow just streaming down the field.
Imagine how viral that would go after we get it and we just like on the sideline standing next to each other celebrating with our helmets off.
We'd have to get the helmets off the second we get off the field. Do like a mullet headbutt or something.
Headbutt each other? I don't think you want to do that with me. My front of my head is like I don't feel pain there anymore.
I know you don't. Remember when you headbutted me in practice and I wasn't ready for it?
And I didn't have a helmet on? And you did?
Yeah. But you like grabbed my helmet and headbutted me, but I wasn't ready for it. And I like thought I'd smashed all my teeth. I wasn't
First
happy.
time you ever had contact.
It was. Yeah, what's that about? Sometimes.
You should have had contact Mississippi State 2 years ago, but you whiffed.
All right, buddy. That happened quick.
Didn't the wind catch it or something?
Yeah, the wind was going to the right, and to punt left is you have your misses and which way a miss may go. So to go left, we were one-stepping, and I one step left, so if the wind takes it to the outside of the foot, it comes off the outside, which goes right, and then the wind took it some more. It bounced, and then he took it right back down the side. We were meant to be defending, but obviously we have a really good punt team, so I was watching it, and I thought, oh yeah, we're cool.
We're good.
We'll tackle, right?
And then you're like, oh shit.
And then all of a sudden he's right beside me, and there were a few blokes in front of me. So I did get someone on the ground. I did get someone on the ground.
Was it Zirkle last year against Auburn that just got put in the ground?
Have you seen the photo?
Nuh-uh.
Hilarious photo. He is just like lawnmowering with his helmet, like lawnmower, just eating grass.
I remember watching that, and I was like, oh shit.
The poor guy was sore for weeks. And the photo wasn't taken by a Georgia person. It was taken by an Auburn photographer. and it got sent to me from Oscar Chapman, their punter, another very poor golfer but good person.
Zirkle, we love you.
Good guy.
Well, on the bus ride home, we were watching the
guys,
A&M South Carolina game, and it was just like Jared Zirkle kicking off. Jared Zirkle kicking off.
Yeah. It's weird seeing, like, your mate on the TV.
With another school.
I feel like when we see our game on the TV, it's just like, oh, whatever.
Speaking of people at other schools, Chad, Rice upset Navy.
Big time.
Yeah. Big time. I remember I talked to him the night before, and he was like, yeah, we got Navy tomorrow. I was like, how's it going to go? He's like, I look on my phone.
Showed some faith in the fellas.
And I saw something on Twitter that Rice Football posted. I was like, oh, shit, they beat Navy.
Good people to have in the locker room, those boys.
Yeah, two good guys. I
was
pretty close.
Finest.
Me and Chad were like together all the time when he was there. And then I got that way with Zirkle.
You guys were always together. I remember just going around, Zirkle said you can drop in. I didn't really know what it was, and I dropped in, and you two were just there. Just hanging out.
But, yeah, two good guys.
Yeah,
so see them
that's always
succeeding.
Good seeing them go elsewhere and have impacts. I know SMU have played a few games, seeing Uno.
Oh yeah, Uno John.
Show up on the TV
Uno.
all the time.
I'm telling you, when JJ was here, he was like, we were like, JJ's good. Like, I don't care what nobody says. Like JJ's good. Yeah. And then you see it there, like him balling out. So I love seeing it personally.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's definitely a good one to see.
Ole Miss this week. Big game. Excited to play up there. I've never been there.
I've heard good things about the campus and the actual
the Grove
school
and stuff like that. Yeah.
It will be a tough game. They're rolling. They had a really good game on the weekend.
Mm-hmm. They Arkansas
put up some points.
Arkansas, they got a really good D-line. Really good D-line.
Yeah.
Really good defense, really good offense. They're just a solid football team. They're a really good football team.
Yeah.
But good test for us, I think, going on the road again, which is always fun, except for the getting there part. But playing away games is always fun.
I think it definitely helps with that when you're away and the group is smaller and you know the job. There's no distractions as well. Not that it's a bad thing, but there's also not many people there that you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a football match to play and hopefully,
Football match. It's a game.
I almost called it a football field. No, it is called a field. I called it
a pitch.
Pitch, yeah. Today, I had to stop.
Football pitch. Football match on the football pitch?
Yep.
People would 100% thinking you're talking about soccer.
Yeah, pitch. What do we call it? The oval. No, I was saying the oval.
No.
We call it an oval. Footy oval.
I remember you saying something about that whenever it was.
It is oval shaped.
But, yeah, it's going to be a cool place to play. Yeah. Really good team.
Does that help? Not help, but when you know you have a really good D-line coming up and a really good team in general, does it almost not why you're different, because I think that's something we do well at Georgia is being prepared every single week. But I know it kind of flicks a switch as well when you have a...
Yeah. They're really good and they move a lot, so it's kind of just like watching as much film as you... It's like against teams that move a lot, you want to find out like I was talking about before, like the cues, like how you... like trying to know what's coming before it happens. They do a lot of stuff up front, but they're really good. I think they lead the SEC in sacks.
Yeah.
Like they have 20-something sacks in their last 5 games in SEC play. So
impressive.
They get after the quarterback. They're really good. It's a good challenge.
They also go fast on offense, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's like Tennessee.
Okay.
But they do it.
Yeah. So, and my question, I guess, do we then get more possessions on offense?
Usually, yeah.
If they're going fast.
I think Tennessee game like 2 years ago, I think I played like 80 snaps.
What's the normal? What's the standard game
like
for you?
60. 70.
Yeah.
60's, like, yeah, I'd say like 80. 80's a lot.
Yeah.
But it just depends. Like, defense goes 3 and out every time. I get a lot of, like, just depends on drive size, like explosive plays, stuff like that. There's a lot of factors. But, like, typically with the offense that goes faster, you're going to get more snaps because they get off the field.
That's all right.
Like, whether it's 3 and out, they go 8 plays. Those 8 plays are ran faster than our 8 plays. But I would hate to be an offense like that. I don't know how the offensive linemen like that.
Yeah.
Going fast is not fun when you're fat and tired.
Condition more, buddy.
I mean, you can be conditioned as you want, but if you're on a 10-play drive and the 11th play and 12th play are both fastball plays, you're going to be tired. I don't care how good a shape you're in.
Yeah, same.
Like, we went on that, I think it was like a 15-play drive in Florida.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Well, on that note, thanks for tuning in again for another episode of Mullets on the Mic. Be sure to like, subscribe at Mullets on the Mic podcast or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And
Go
Dawgs.
Dogs.